Hey, what's up, YouTube fans? So, what I wanted to talk about in this video, right, is how, well, it's obvious on the basis of our body and our DNA that humans are animals, right? Some people who are desperate to prove that we're not animals, what they'll say is, well, if you think that you're an animal, then why don't you act like an animal? But see, the thing is, or they'll say, what they'll say is they'll say like, if you think that you're an animal, then why don't you behave like an animal, right? But see, the thing is, there's no single, so there's, you know, the behaviors of animals, right, are very diverse, right? Like insect versus a uh octopus versus a ostrich versus a chimpanzee versus a giraffe versus a spider versus a fish. We see radically different behaviors amongst differing animal groups, because animals are really a big group, right? And really the only behaviors that are universal to animals or almost universal are behaviors that we also display, right? So behaviors such as eating and drinking, those are some of the most universal of behaviors amongst animals, as much as there is any behaviors universal to animals, and we also have those behaviors, right? Mating, having sex, that's more so universal amongst animals, not as much because, while almost all animal species reproduce sexually, not all do so through means of like penetration. Some do externally, like release sperm and egg into water, and so they don't actually like mate per se. But as universal as behaviors get amongst animals, that is a behavior we see amongst, mating is a behavior that we see amongst a large percentage of animals in total, right? It's one of the, few of the behaviors that, we see amongst a large percentage of animals. And it is again a behavior that is found in most humans, right? And then the behavior of, the behaviors of peeing and pooing, those are again behaviors that are nearly universal amongst animals, and we also have those behaviors. The behavior of yawning, that is only a vertebrate behavior, if I'm not mistaken. It's only observed in vertebrates, but it is amongst vertebrates done by, a large percentage of vertebrate groups. It's very widespread of a behavior amongst vertebrates, which is a very large group of animals. And we also, of course, have that behavior. And then, we see, one of the behaviors that's seen amongst a large percentage of animals, right, is which, I mean, it is significant considering how few of behaviors are seen amongst a large percentage of animals, right? Um, one of them is to, to like care about, their offspring and take care of them, protect them. We see, birds, for example, protecting their eggs, getting mad at any creature that comes too close to the eggs. You guys may know this from experience. If someone gets too close to a mother goose's eggs, they get very irritated, right? Um, and why do you guys think that mammals have mammary glands? The babies obviously drink from them. That's not just in humans, right? So, to care for the children, right, which obviously is a behavior that we see in most humans, right? That is one of the most common behaviors amongst the animal kingdom. Also, to have various emotions and express it through the behavior, such as, love. Pretty much anyone who has a pet dog knows that dogs can have love and express love through their behavior, as can many animals. And same with other emotions like sadness, anger, fear, curiosity, jealousy, even, because we see in the animal kingdom frequently, animals will get jealous when someone else is, mating with like the female member or whatever. They get jealous and would want to fight them or whatever. And so, really, the behaviors amongst the animal kingdom are radically diverse, right? And insofar as there are behaviors that are universal or nearly universal, or at least found within a large percentage of animals, right? We have all of them, right? And so even not just in terms of, not only are we based on our body and our DNA, clearly animals, even judged by our behavior, we are clearly animals, right? So, all right, that's all for now. See you guys.